Hello, it's me, Calypso by the Sea. Welcome to a new Cast and Chat. This time we're doing some spooky horror, girls. I know, it's been a while. You're like, Calypso, what are you doing? You keep saying you're back. I know, but I've been having kind of an unlucky year. And some things keep happening in a row. So that just means in the future, like, it's gonna be a super lucky streak, and I'm just gonna be like, amazing, bam, have it all under control, and people will think I'm a consistent, amazing recorder, streamer, YouTuber, girly thing. So yeah, so basically what is going on is that my computer just exploded, as in I deleted everything off of it because it needed to be cleaned because of some issues that happened, and I lost all my mods, except my hair mods, and some other things. But for the most part, everything's gone, so I have to rebuild things from scratch. So that's why my CAS might look a little different, my presets might look a little different, things just look different all over. And even during this recording, you'll notice that I have a lot of differences happening. But differences as in, hey, wasn't that background a different color a moment ago? Yes. Wasn't that preset looking a little different a little bit ago? Yes. And so with this cast, I kind of was also a test on where I'm at. So this time I'm making two girls. Hinako from Silent Hill F, who's next? I don't know why I didn't say her second. And Mio from Fatal Frame 2, which you've seen on the channel. And these are very interesting to make because yes, you can make them a bit simified and things like that, but both games kind of have like different vibes, but also sameness in another thing. It's very interesting. I will say like Fatal Frame isn't as realistic feeling as Silent Hill F, who have like actual models based off of characters in Silent Hill F. This one, and they like Kojima'd them in there. But Fatal Frame 2 still is, while a remake, it still has more of the high processing that happens, you know? So I thought that was interesting and a good contrast. And so the main thing was trying to get the skin tone right. And that's also grappling with my reshades, trying to figure that out. It's just like, how do I make them look young, but also not too old, but also not baby, but also the appropriate like vibes. Because Mio and Hinako are very different characters, which you will see. And you're wondering like, oh, what brought this on? I know you're doing Fatal Frame, but why Hinako? Because I'm going to play Silent Hill F. And then while I'm still getting my sim saves pretty much back on track as much as I can, because I have a lot of mods, had a lot of mods, and CC and things like that, and it would drive me absolutely insane if things were not correct. My most pressing issue is to make sure that I have the presets and such for my characters, because I need them to be accurate. If they're too different, I will lose my mind. So there's that. So I'm going to be getting that done. And with Silent Hill F is a very special game to me. Like, that is a game I have played and watched a million times and know the ins and outs of pretty thoroughly. So we're going to be playing it 4 times. Kinda. And on each run it's going to get faster and faster because the way of Silent Hill F, to get the true story, you need to play it that many times, as well as go through what's happening in between the cutscenes as well. Because I know some people are like, let's just watch the end cutscenes. It is like, and things like that. It's like, no, you are missing so much context that even just watching the endings will not give you. It's just not how it works, guys. So yes, and you'll also get to hear me talk about the games in depth, because I will say that I am a pretty good grasp of what's going on in Silent Hill F, as well as what the intentions were behind some actions of and things in Silent Hill F. The first playthrough, of course I won't spoil things, but I will make sure that certain things will be connected and like, hey, you should remember this for later, without being obnoxious about it, you know? And I think that's a very fun thing to do. I enjoy it. So that doesn't mean that Silent Hill Fatal Frame 2 is going anywhere. We're going to be continuing that. I just have to get back to where we were because I lost the save files, which is the same thing for Grand Blue Fantasy, which will also be returning once I get caught up with that. And so I'm doing a lot in the background while doing these, so I want to be more consistent, I said, and then immediately got debuff from hell of consistency. So yeah, I think these were a very good picks for characters. You're gonna see later that I have to come back to Mio because I need more presets and such, and you know, I'm trying to get the lip color, and I realized that she has a slight sheen on her lips, as you'll see here, that I'm trying to capture. And I was like, oh, okay. And then you'll notice, like with Hinako, she's more, like I said, they have different vibes, more rough feeling, but also more real feeling. Mio's more ethereal, uncanny, not uncanny, but something's not, you know, just like, yeah, she's a horror game protag, mystical. And Hinako is horror game protag, pipe to the face. So yeah, it's very fun and I like that. Hinako, my darling, she's like one of my favorite protagonists. She's up there with Heather. She's like those two handshake, man, woman horror. Let's go. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I think you guys will enjoy it a lot, and I hope you guys enjoy my commentary as well during it. I think it's really cool. See, and this is what I meant by the skin tone. You gotta get this pale, like this is really spooky pale, but also kind of gray undertones. It was like very interesting, and also made me go out and find more CC that helped with the undertone feel. Yeah, the cats. My cat skins are in there. The undertone, you know, it was very interesting. And then of course you had to realize like, oh yeah, your reshade is helping. So you'll see my reshade and lighting changes too. It's very fun. It's been very fun. And I will upload them to the gallery. Maybe even as a simdub. We'll see when I have the time. I will do my best with that because we got a lot to do and I want to make sure I get my videos out too for you guys. So thank you all. I am going to leave it here. Enjoy the CAS at the end, and then of course you'll see my girls as their final forms, and picking out their clothes was very interesting too. There was some that was clearly based on Mio's clothes, but they were of her OG form, and I was like, So I kind of gave her two outfits. One was, you know, one was more of her old form, and one was kind of reminiscent of that. I thought it was interesting, and yes, this is where I start to work on Hinako, my base. Just like, yeah, that sure is a different base I came from. It was very fun. But this was very, very fun, and it was also a good way for me to realize how much CC I lost. My Library of Alexandria. Alexandria? You know, I play Final Fantasy 9. It's okay. Anyways, I will not do a 10-hour goodbye, but you know, that's just how I am too. But thank you guys so much for your patience. Glad to be able to give you guys something and get back in the saddle. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.